$3,500, plus, of course, sales tax. And if you don't have perfect eyes like me, these are just for the ladies, another $150 for the Zeiss lenses to bring you up to the baseline for a non-faulty human. And while Meta, the new, more stupid name for Facebook, is topping out their face covers at $500, I'm here to tell you why Apple's revolutionary Vision Pro is actually an amazing deal and not some stupid amount of money. And I brought receipts. Want the latest Apple news, leaks and rumours? Subscribe and ring the bell. Back at WWDC in 2023, Apple raced through what would normally take 2 hours, introducing the 15-inch MacBook Air, the Mac Studio, the M2 Ultra, and the Mac Pro, all introduced within the first 15 minutes. And it was 3 minutes before Tim had even appeared to say,
"Good morning. Welcome to WWDC."
Then Apple hurried through iOS, iPadOS, macOS, audio and home, and the grand finale, for some reason, watchOS, leaving the last third for one more thing. And that one more thing was Vision Pro. And while the Apple headset had been rumoured before the event to have a high price point of $2,000 to $3,000, the reveal of the actual price of starting at $3,499 drew gasps from the WWDC crowd.
Apple Vision Pro starts at $3,499.
But in context, is it really that expensive? Bear in mind what you are getting hardware-wise, and then we'll talk about the utility and what you could save. Vision Pro has 3 displays. The 2 for you, the wearer's eyes, are a pair of micro OLED displays, each with more pixels than a 4K TV, in a unit about the size of a postage stamp, and they're bright enough to fry your retinas if Apple decided to. So be nice to Tim. Then there's also another display on the outside specifically to terrify anyone that comes near you while you use it, showing your eyes on the outside, which is not where eyes are supposed to be. Now those demon eyes are driven by just a few of the 12 cameras on Vision Pro, which along with 5 sensors, 6 microphones and accelerometers that feed positional and situational awareness to the M2 and the mysterious real-time R1 processors make everything work. You also get a set of spatial audio speakers, but pretty much everyone's going to wear AirPods with these, I think, especially as you can get lossless audio that way. Then you get a battery that will last you 2 to 2.5 hours that you hang off the bottom of it, and you can plug in that into the wall to get all-day use out of it, which, yes, of course you can if it's plugged in. So that's the hardware, all for $3,499. Well, starting at that price, with 256 gigabytes of storage, and I'm assuming that you'll be able to double that storage for $200 just like on the Mac, but we don't know how much you're going to need. Is 256 far too much storage or nowhere near enough? Only Tim Cook knows. But what is $3,499 in the context of Apple's current lineup? Right now, the cheapest 16-inch M3 Max MacBook Pro would cost you $3,299. Of course, you can go a bit more expensive than that if you want to, but that is already a pretty big, powerful, and portable laptop. Certainly going to be more productive than Vision Pro, but if you're looking for productivity alone, this is probably not for you. Vision Pro might just be, though, a bargain monitor for your Mac, along with the other stuff that it does. Hear me out. Apple's own 6K Pro Display XDR is $5,000 alone, and it's a measly 32 inches. Now, if you wanted to go for, say, a 100-inch TV, one that's worth having is going to cost you well over $3,000 as well, and the Vision Pro can go to an effective 100 feet, not inches, in terms of your display size. Now, remember how I said that Vision Pro could cook your eyes? The displays on the headset top out at an incredible and probably far too bright 5,000 nits of brightness, and the Pro Display XDR, with extreme dynamic range, goes up to a mere 1,600 nits. Apple's Vision Pro also has a high refresh rate too, and that, as everyone that watches this channel knows, is very important to me. But I jest, on a headset it's actually kind of important because it will stop you feeling quite as poorly. But if you are one of the people for whom massive amounts of displays is what makes a setup better, one of those people that complains that you can only put one additional display on your M1 or your M2 MacBook, the Vision Pro might be what you need, because you can place displays anywhere you want in your space, above you, to the sides, even behind you. And with those ones above you, they'll even automatically angle themselves down towards you, so you don't have to strain your neck. We'll leave that to the weight of the headset. And a MacBook can't make your unreasonably large bedroom into an office filled with uncanny valley FaceTime avatars either. It can't send dinosaurs to attack your face. But it also can't play back your spatial videos of your family, which thankfully you can now record on, admittedly, only the latest Pro iPhones. But honestly, if you don't own the latest and highest end iPhone, you've almost certainly not set your alarm for Friday to get your hands on one of the 60 to 80,000 Vision Pros that Apple has ready to go for America anyway. So for now, Vision Pro may be a niche toy for many, and I mean obviously not that many because they haven't made many. But it certainly has its utility. It seems like it would be genuinely incredible for people who travel a lot for work, for example, who often would travel alone. You can turn your hotel room into a pretty incredible workspace. You can entertain yourself on the plane with immersive videos and visuals and noise-cancelling AirPods. You can freak out the air hostess with your glowing eyes in the dark. And can you really put a price on that? Well, Apple can. It's $3,499.